Okay, we have Toby here. Toby is 17 weeks old. He's a Dutch Shepherd puppy looking for a new home. He has a lot of good character traits, and he has a couple that we're not necessarily really impressed with, but we assume that through training, these character traits are going to come up. And so we would like to find him a good home. If we don't find him a good home, that's fine. We'll work him to his capacity and maybe trial him in some protection sports. But we like him. He's a good boy. He's 100% Dutch Shepherd. The only problem with his pedigree is that we don't have all of his history. So even though an embark test shows that he's 100% Dutch Shepherd, we don't have any breeding history to show his potential character traits in the future. We are only relying on what he's showing us today. Okay, so this is Toby. Toby's works, I would say, pretty good for food. And one of the things we've been conditioning him to is the sound of a marker. So he hears his clicker, and then he knows he's getting food. And we've also practiced his recall, and so we practice his recall by tossing him food, calling him back. Toby. 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 And part of his training, we practice the down position. So here's his lure to a down. Toby. Okay. Here's his lure to a sit. Okay. His lure to the heel looks like this. Toby. Come here, buddy. Okay. We've also worked on a platform, so putting him onto a platform, he does pretty well. He doesn't offer to go to the platform, but he lures very well. Come here, bud. Okay. 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 And then we like to play this game, Toby, where I toss and recall. Toby. And so he'll get onto the platform without a lure or a gesture if it's part of a recall. All right, pretty high in prey drive. As you can see, he's automatically targeting and then biting. He's on a jute type pillow, he does pretty good. He's a natural puller. If I put a little back pressure on this, he pulls back. If I go static with it, he pulls a little bit and then should rebite. Come on, buddy. Okay. So that's something that I noticed. If the prey object goes dead, he wants to let go. But this is a training issue that we can fix in training, not necessarily something to disqualify him for. And another thing that I think is a good trait of his, I can hold underneath his chin and he naturally just holds the toy. So I'm going to go under here and then he just holds. That's not something I trained, I just reinforced. Good boy. Good. Good. And so we haven't taught any outs, so we haven't done any work telling him to let go. Our goal with him at this point is just for him to continue his drive to bite, not necessarily be in conflict on whether or not he should bring it back or let go. We just want him to just be in play with us for now. Good. Good boy. Good. And so we haven't really noticed him teething yet, so I'm assuming when he starts teething, we'll Stop playing tug of war. Good boy. So he's just a happy boy, likes to play tug, something that can be used in the future, whether this be for obedience or bite work. He will trade sometimes for a ball, so we're going to demonstrate that real quick. Okay, and so I said before, he's kind of a natural retriever. He will trade for another ball, but honestly, he will just let go of the first ball. Come here, buddy. Toby. And so if we don't have a trade, like I said, he just comes back and just willing to hold what he wants without worrying about us taking it away. Good boy. I can just take it from him and give it back. Come here, bud. Toby. Toby. Good boy. Oh, dropped it. Come here. Good. So he's just willing to give up what he has, knowing that he can chase it again. Oh my God. Come here. Good boy. Good. Toby. Oh boy. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, so that's Toby.